Hi guys, welcome to our channel. It's Tavy Z and Redirect. Now today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be making easy gluten-free spaghetti squash chicken Alfredo. Now, originally what we were going to do is we were going to make a video showing you step by step how to make it. But we're going to do something a little different and we're just going to go over the recipe because our video did not go as planned. So that's what we're gonna do, and it's a little something different from your typical food recipe video. Like it's not gonna be showing the steps; it's just gonna be showing the words. So we hope you guys like this, and let's get started. So the ingredients that you're gonna need is one large spaghetti squash, halved lengthwise, and you're gonna have to remove all of the seeds and the guts. Then you're gonna need 2 cups of cooked chicken, seasoned, and it's gonna need to be either shredded or diced. I shredded mine, seasoned it, and I used grilled chicken. You're going to need 2 cups of fresh or frozen spinach. I actually use frozen spinach. You're going to need 1 tablespoon of olive oil, 2 cloves of garlic minced. You'll also need 1 cup of heavy cream. You can use half and half if you want to, if you're looking for something a little bit lighter, and a cup of grated Parmesan cheese. And then you're going to need some extra Parmesan cheese for the garnish to be melted on top later on. And the only seasonings that I really used was some salt and pepper, just basic, because this is chicken Alfredo. I don't like a lot of seasonings in my chicken Alfredo because I don't want to get heartburn. But to each his own. You can use whatever type of seasonings you prefer for your chicken Alfredo. And I use 2 to 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, which is optional. It's really just like a personal preference. I prefer my sauce to be a little bit on the thicker side. I know some people probably like theirs a little bit looser. So, to get started, after you cut up your spaghetti squash, what you're going to do, well, before that, you're going to preheat your oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, which will be 200 degrees Celsius. And after you cut up your spaghetti squash, half it up and remove all of the guts and stuff. You're gonna rub some olive oil all over it. I rub the olive oil on the outside and the inside, and I sprinkle a little bit of salt and pepper on it also. I even put it on the outside. After that, you're going to place the squash cut side down onto a baking pan that's been lined with parchment paper. If you don't have parchment paper, you can use some aluminum foil. But don't mess up your pan and put it on the direct pan. I hate that. Then you're going to roast it for 35 to 45 minutes or until the squash is tender. It really depends on, your stove. And it needs to be easily scraped with the fork. And after that, you're just going to let it cool slightly, and then you're going to start to scrape it, to get the spaghetti texture or the spaghetti screens. But while you're doing that, you can go ahead and prepare your Alfredo sauce. And in order to prepare your Alfredo sauce, while your spaghetti squash is cooking, because the Alfredo sauce actually doesn't take that long to cook. You're gonna put the olive oil and the minced garlic into a pan, and you're just gonna saute it for 1 to 2 minutes. Then you're gonna pour in your heavy cream, and you're gonna bring that to a gentle simmer, not a boil. Or you're gonna burn the sauce, and it's just gonna curdle and be like really nasty. So immediately after that, after it begins to simmer, you're going to reduce the heat to low, and you're going to add cornstarch, which again is optional. It just really depends on your preference if you like your sauce to be thicker or if you don't. But anyways, you're going to let it to warm up or cook for 2 to 3 minutes, and you're going to keep on stirring it, like occasionally until it gets as thick as you want it to. After it's thickened, and it's at the consistency that you want it to be, you're going to add in your Parmesan cheese and you're going to gradually stir that. Now, I will warn you that it takes a little bit more time for Parmesan cheese to melt down than it takes for like cheddar cheese. So just be patient. Don't pipe up that heat. Keep it on low. And just keep on stirring until you get you a nice smooth sauce. After that, you're going to add in your seasonings. Like I said before, all I used was salt and pepper, but you can use whatever seasonings you want. You know? Once that's done, you're going to add your spinach and your chicken. I use frozen spinach, but you can use fresh spinach, and you just toss it in there. Now make sure you wash your spinach. Always wash your vegetables. But after you wash it, you can toss it in there and you just let it cook a little bit for like 1 to 2 minutes until the spinach starts to wilt. Same thing with the chicken. Just put the spinach and the chicken in basically at the same time, and you're just letting it warm up. It takes about 1 to 2 minutes. Once that's done, you can just toss in the spaghetti squash that you had scraped out of the halves. Toss that in, mix it up, get it like nice and mixed, and heat it up a little bit. Then you're going to be ready to serve it. Now, what I did is I took it and I spooned it back into the spaghetti squash halves, the empty spaghetti squash halves that I had. And I sprinkled the Parmesan cheese on it, threw it in the oven for a couple minutes, and then I served it. It's like, enjoy. But you can also just put it on a plate and serve it like that too. Melt your Parmesan cheese on top and serve it. And that's it. So we hope you enjoyed this video. It was something a little bit different, not what we necessarily do. Obviously not what we planned. But as always, guys, we appreciate you. Like, comment, and subscribe. And even if you didn't like the video, you can still comment. Tell us what you didn't like about the video and any suggestions on how we can continue to get better and grow as a channel. Now, bye-bye for now.
Bye, guys.